The latest online video that has gotten people talking is this one, about two men fighting over a priority seat on the MRT. The 2.5-minute clip shows a heated argument between an elderly man and a younger man. Even though a national serviceman who was sitting next to a priority seat had given up his seat to the elderly man, he insisted that the person seated next to him give up his priority seat instead. The man in the priority seat got offended and an angry confrontation took place. Both men refused to back down and the argument escalated to a point where they spat at one another.
I think the old man is just being difficult and resorting to quarrels, perhaps to get attention.
Because someone already gave him the seat, so he should accept it with grace and sit down and let it pass.
The guy who seated the priority seat is he should actually just not sit up because he's not disabled or anything. Yeah, that's my view.
But also the fact that he already has another seat. He shouldn't have kicked such a big fuss in public.
The younger guy's reaction really is too much, I feel. Spitting on an old man is just not right. I would have stopped the younger guy.
You would have stopped the fight?
Yeah, I would have stopped the fight, definitely.
How would you do it?
Go in and break them up, definitely.
As long as you have a seat, regardless where you are seated, it's good enough. Someone recognize you, and give you the seat, and that should be it. I think you don't have to be so demanding.
He already has a seat, so why does he need to choose what he has already?
Yeah.
When he has already have it.
Priority means when you have no seat, then it's okay to ask for it in a way. But even then, it's with courtesy.
Since it was uploaded on YouTube on May 28, the video has garnered more than 63,000 hits. But this is not the first time Singaporeans were caught fighting over an MRT priority seat. In June 2012, a video of a middle-aged woman arguing with a young woman over a priority seat went viral online. To prevent similar incidents from happening, some feel that priority seats should be left empty at all times.
We can just perhaps have a carriage dedicated to people who need to have seats, like pregnant people, just one whole carriage. For old folks, for just one carriage, and then everybody will just go to the rest of the carriage.
I think it's inculcated in the culture because like overseas, when I go Hong Kong or what, priority seats, even though there are a lot of seats, they wouldn't sit there. It's in the culture, I guess. You cannot teach everyone what to do and not what to do unless you by rules or by fines, everything.
When I was in Taiwan, they have this seat that's really allocated, for priority seats, and I guess. Probably through times, the government has done a lot of teaching. Even though it's a packed train, no one will sit there. No one. So I think it would be nice that, our values in life like this, and through government perpetually teaching us, encouraging people to leave that seat, for someone that really needs. That would be nice.
Others feel it boils down to a lack of education.
I think for this kind of thing, it should be nurtured from young. So the young should know when to give their seats to the elderly, so that this thing won't happen.
I think everyone has a right to sit on the reserved seats, but it's basic courtesy to let someone who is in need to have the seat.
Do you think it should be made mandatory?
I don't think it should be made mandatory, but if there really is someone who needs it more, then you should give up the seat.
I think it's very sad that if we have to make it as mandatory, then it will be truly a fine. Singapore, you have to fine the person to give seat. I think that is not the answer. I think it's more like education.
It will be good if society gets more gracious.
Education.
And maybe through education and exposure or something, or some kind of campaigns to actually say. Because the thing is that an able-bodied guy can be also not well on a day. Sometimes I travel and train and it's like I'm a little bit tired, I'm sick, and then if there's a seat available and that's the only one seat, I will still want to take a seat. Yeah. So I wouldn't say make it mandatory, but try to educate, trying to promote graciousness.
You happen to sit on an elderly on the priority seat, just see an elderly, just give it up. There's no big issue over that. Just a very small issue. People are just making a big fuss over it.